The Dallas Mavericks come storming back. They outscore the Warriors by 20 in the fourth quarter and win 107-101. Joining me now from Locked On Mavericks, Nick Angstadt. And Nick, this is a Dallas team that has now won 7 of their last 9. They are one of the best defensive teams in the league of late, and yet they're doing this all without Kristaps Porzingis. So how are they doing this?
The Mavericks are doing this because now they have an identity. The Mavericks absolutely know who they are now. Whereas before, and especially before that trade, when Kristaps Porzingis was playing, I'm not sure you could say that. I'm not sure you could say, we know exactly who the Mavs are. They had this one style of play where it would be Luka ball, but then also throw in some Porzingis stuff. And then to get Porzingis engaged on defense, Jason Kidd decided he was going to throw Kristaps a bone and give him some post-up touches and some other kinds of touches. And now the Mavericks don't have that problem. They don't have that situation, right? Where you have to try all these different things. Now they just have 3 playmakers. And Spencer Dinwiddie said it after this game against the Warriors. He said, Jason Kidd is very clear about our roles and said, we have 3 playmakers, Luka first, Brunson second, and Spencer Dinwiddie third. And that's our hierarchy as far as playmakers. And then everyone else fills in their role as 3-and-D guys, cutters, role guys, different things like that. And so it really just all falls into place. And then on the other side, on defense, the Mavs know their roles there as well. They can switch a lot more on defense. They play Dwight Powell and Maxi Kleber as their centers. And in the end of this game, they didn't even play a center. They were throwing Davis Bertans out there. He was just running around and trying to do stuff. But so the Mavericks they've now found their identity, and this is how they've found success.
You mentioned Spencer Dinwiddie. The last 2 games, 20 and 24 points for him after starting with 12 combined his first 2 post-trade. What has clicked for him in his new role in Dallas?
The roles and everything just being set up for everyone to know what they're supposed to do, and just a little bit more organized, it seems, in Dallas. Right after the trade, both Davis Bertans and Spencer Dinwiddie had comments about how we didn't really know what our role was. We didn't really know what our minutes were going to be in Washington. There's just so many guys. You count down that Washington Wizards roster, and they have 15 guys averaging 14 minutes. Now, some of that is because of injury and minutes and COVID and things like that. But you can't have that many guys in your rotation, essentially, right? Like that's an entire roster you're going to throw out there in any given game. And so, Davis Bertans was getting DNP-CDs. Spencer Dinwiddie was having to share the ball with Beal, and that wasn't going well for him. And then he would have off nights, and he's coming back from an ACL. And so there's just all kinds of different weird stuff with him there. And now it just seems like he's hitting his stride for the Mavs right now in the role that he's supposed to play. It's just an off-the-bench playmaker, but he's behind Luka and Brunson.
The Mavs are now 5th in the Western Conference, and they seem to be climbing here. They're 11-1 in their own division, and they're playing extremely well. 11-2 in their own division. So how high can they climb in the West?
Well, these pesky Utah Jazz. I don't know if we know anybody connected to that team at all in this network, but man, the Mavs could have gotten a win against the Utah Jazz. They were real close to get a win right after the All-Star break the other day, and so that could have been big for them. But this Western Conference is so tough. The Mavs have won 7 out of their last 10, and they've not moved at all. Just cannot move at all. This Western Conference just stays where it is right now. So there is a shot. There's an outside shot. The Mavs play the Jazz 2 more times over the next 3 weeks or so. And so they have a shot to move up above Utah. I don't see them catching the Memphis Grizzlies unless something crazy happens with them and they collapse over this next stretch. But they can get to 4, but they're probably at 5. And then look out for the Denver Nuggets. I mean, they're not going anywhere, and they may be getting Jamal Murray back soon too.